Kia ora, in the headlines, the government maintains all directions have been followed to approve the Crayfa farm sale. The second application by Shanghai Peng Shin for the land purchase have been green-lighted by the government today. Land Information Minister Maurice Williamson says the conditions for the deal adhere to the basis of the High Court's directions after the court overturned the original approval. But New Zealand First Leader Winston Peters says all New Zealanders have been sold out by this decision. Mr Peters told New Zealand's Rema that the government has twisted the rules so the land could be sold to foreign interests, but the changes are all part of an overall con job.
The High Court said that it wasn't in New Zealand's economic interest. The fundamental reason that they turned it back was because there was a test which they never met, either at the Overseas Investment Office or in front of the two ministers. They've gone away, they've doctored up a new proposal, and they've passed it as they committed themselves to do a long time ago.
However, Sir Michael Fay's consortium is already pouring through the details after losing out on the Crayfa Farms consortium. Spokesman Alan MacDonald says the legal team will take another couple of days to work through the detail, but the decision has frustrated a lot of people.
The iwi guys are very angry. They saw this as a chance to get back some land that they lost in the early 1800s. They've had 2 or 3 goes each at trying to reacquire this land, and they're going to miss out, so they're pretty angry.
In international news, France goes to the polls this weekend and support for the current president, Nicolas Sarkozy, appears to be strengthening. His rival, socialist contender François Hollande, told supporters that France needed nothing short of a top-to-bottom change. Most polls show it's too close to call a result for Sunday's election. However, predictions for a runoff election in May could see Hollande take the president's place. The International Monetary Fund wants its members to pledge an additional $500 billion to help tackle financial problems around the world. And it's urging its largest shareholder, the United States, to give more. The US, which faces its own enormous debt, is not so keen. IMF President Christine Lagarde says despite a slowly improving outlook, the global financial system remains fragile.
We are seeing a light recovery blowing in a spring wind, but we're also seeing some very dark clouds on the horizon.
And back home, Auckland Airport has been named Best Airport in the Australia-Pacific region for the 4th year in a row. The award was announced in Vienna overnight as part of a Skytrax World Airport Awards. Auckland also came second to Vancouver for Best Airport handling between 10 and 20 million passengers. And Anzac Day has reached Twitter. Social media users can use Twitter to make an instant donation to the Poppy Day appeal. ANZ's Retail Managing Director Kerry Thompson says the Poppy appeal is the most significant for the RSA throughout the country. And finally, veteran guard CJ Bruton is eyeing the chance to win his 5th Australian Basketball League championship in the city where his career began. The Sky City Breakers can clinch back-to-back titles if they beat the Wildcats in Game 2 of the Grand Final Series in Perth tonight. Bruton says it's a fitting place for him to win a championship. Tip-offs at 11 o'clock. The country's behind the team 100%. That's it from me from the Rema newsroom. Remember, you can catch our hourly headlines on Shine TV from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. Nō hora mai.